The execution of death row inmate Stephen Stanko. Our Kiana Jordan looking into that story as more about the case that his attorneys were trying to make today in federal court.
Yes, Brian, Stephen Stanko's legal team went before federal judge Richard Gergel prepared to argue about what they believe to be errors and a botched firing squad execution in April, hoping to have Stanko's execution halted. Judge Gergel cut the argument short.
According to court documents, death row inmate Stephen Stanko's legal team has reason to believe that Stephen Stanko could possibly drown and suffocate from his own bodily fluids when he is executed by lethal injection on Friday. His lawyer is attempting to prove that in a federal courtroom Wednesday. A judge says the execution will move forward. Death penalty opponents say they aren't surprised by the judge's decision.
We're not surprised. The further along somebody gets into their post-conviction relief, the more difficult it becomes to stay the execution, to stop an execution, particularly here in South Carolina, where there is no appetite by our judicial system.
During an interview last month, the solicitor in the 15th Circuit where Stanko committed his crime said the case is one of a kind.
Stephen Stanko was the first time that I've ever seen a person get 2 death penalties.
In 2005, Stanko killed a 74-year-old man in Conway, and in 2006, he was convicted of killing his girlfriend, raping her teenage daughter, and then cutting the girl's throat in Georgetown County. His appeals for murdering Henry Lee Turner have officially run out. On Wednesday, Stanko's legal team was prepared to bring up what's being dubbed the botched firing squad execution of Mikkel Motti, arguing Stanko would have chosen firing squad if it weren't for that case. Instead, the judge would not hear the argument, saying Stanko ultimately chose to die by lethal injection. According to the website for South Carolinians for Alternatives to the Death Penalty, in 2015, the death penalty cost $1 million more than a life sentence without parole.
If we actually cared about cost-cutting mechanisms in our systems, particularly in our prison system here in South Carolina, we would abolish the death penalty. We would put that money towards literally anything else.
Now, the judge denied a delay because he said Stanko's legal team had no evidence the way lethal injection has been carried out in the state so far has been cruel and unusual. Now, the execution is set for Friday night at 6 in Columbia. The governor can grant clemency, but no South Carolina governor has done that since the capital punishment was restarted in this country in the 1970s. In studio, I'm Kiana Jordan.